Alright folks, back out here on Greater Fort Loudon today. We're going to see if we can't catch crappie. I ain't all that optimistic. Conditions are not so great right at the moment. Water's been up, water's been down, and it's up right now. Kind of got these crappie messed up in here. We're going to give it a try though, just to see. They might be getting back in here a little bit. The water's trying to clear up a bit. Alright, I'm going to start off with a little green jig here. Green jig here I tied up the other day. We're going to start off with it. It's kind of got a little light green with a little yellow, kind of a little green head and a little black thread. We're going to try that for a minute right here and see what happens. Well, we got something on here, folks, surprisingly. Probably a little old yeller bass. The brim. Little old brim came up there and hit it. Using our little green jig. Trying something a little different today. Actually tipped this little jig with a little piece of worm right there. Just add a little bit of flavor to it. So I don't know if that worm helped it out or not, but I don't think it can hurt. Here comes an osprey right over me. I don't know what kind of fish he's got. He's got some kind of a fish. Looks like a crappie right there. Well, he's a better crappie fisherman than I am. Alright, well, we've been getting some bites here. Tipping this thing with a little piece of worm. Little blue jig tipped with a little piece of worm, about 1.5 to 2 foot deep right there. Had something pretty big on there a minute ago. Just gonna kind of ease it on back here. Not really, just kind of let it set out there. Let it sit out there amongst them rocks. Let that wind kind of bob it up and down. There's one. Got him that time. See what he is. He don't feel very big. I'm sure it's a little bluegill or maybe a little yellow bass maybe. Whatever we had on there a minute ago is way bigger than this though. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Yeah, we got a little brim right there. Nice little old brim. He obviously liked that little worm. Like that little worm right there. Quick release on a little brim. Get back out there and see if we can get another one. There we go. Got one. Let's see what we got. Probably another bluegill or brim. Kind of fun there. Tipping with that worm, I'm sure is what's making the difference. But hey, if we can't catch no crappie, we'll just stand here and catch these little bluegill. They're fun to catch. Using pretty light tackle here. There's another one. Oh, there's a good one there. We must be on a little bed of them out there. Pretty little one. Look at them colors on him right there. Pretty little old. Look at them colors, boy. That's beautiful right there. Hit that little blue jig with that little piece of worm on it. See if we can't get another one there. Early spawn, early spring brim here. Maybe we'll just do a brim catching video here today. The old crappie don't show up. There he goes. I just kind of had the notion to maybe experiment putting a little tip of a worm on my jigs just to see what would happen, and apparently it's making a difference for these brim. Whether or not the crappie like it, I don't know. There's another one. I just missed him right there. There he is. They're coming up and hitting it right there. They like that worm. Whether or not the crappie like it or not, hard to say. We're going to experiment with it. I'm sure they'll hit it with that worm. I'd say it might even help them out a little bit. They might be a little more attracted to just a little piece of worm moving around on that hook with that little bitty jig. And another brim. He nailed it. He tried. He ain't gonna get it though. That little piece of worm on there, he liked it. Oh, Mr. Brim, why couldn't you have some crappie friends out there today? And let's see what we got here. Something little, probably a little bluegill. That's about all we caught today are bluegill. Seem to be quite a few of them out there today. Yeah, I guess we got one. I guess that's going to be a little sand bass right there. He don't feel that big. Yeah, it's going to be another little sand bass, a little yellow bass. Man, we flat caught out a bunch of fish today, people. Really got on them today. A little old yellow bass right there. Well, you like to got me right there, that finger. Hey. Alright, here we go. There you go. Oh, there he is right there, boy. He came up and thumped it right there. I hope that's a good one. I felt him really nail it right there. I just turned that camera back on. Yeah, that's a good one right there, I think. That's a good one right there. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, we got in some decent ones today. They're not big old monsters, but they're a good keeper size, you know. Right there at the perfect eating size right there, people. I mean, that's just the perfect eating size right there. Perfect eating size right there. Check that out. Oh, it's a big old crappie right here at dark. Here again on that little green jig. This get my money's worth out of this green jig. Of course, I tied it up myself, but they don't mind that little pink head. There we go. Boy, they're pretty. Oh, that's a big old crappie right here. Turn loose right here. There you go, Mr. Big Old Crappie. Head on back out there.